Hello, y'all. How is oh my God, CAD. CAD, seriously. I don't know. I have no words. How are y'all doing? I see oh my God. Just leave me alone, man. Just leave me alone. I see we got a bunch of great folks in chat. X coming in with the 55 months of I know. I don't know why X is wasting all the money either. I get you, but thank you so much, X. Thank you so much. 2 smoking barrels. Yes, we are going to get those bugs. Dimitri, we do launch a rocket every time we start the stream. Go. Shredcase, great to see you. DeGrowly Bear double dipping between the Twitch and the YouTube. Let's see who. Now I lost my spot. It moved on me. One Up Cad tormenting me with the water redeem. Exceldro popping in. How are you doing, Exceldro? I can't wait to see you in person in a couple weeks here. 2-3 weeks, something like that. Chad is so considerate, making sure you're well. Yeah, I'm sure that was the intent. Dimitri. How are y'all doing? We are going to continue work on our lever. I mean, the lever's basically done. I ordered the the aviation connectors, as well as found a USB cable that I can sacrifice in the name of modular Stream Deck. Awesome sauce. Kilobyte, how you doing? Welcome on in, friend. So we're gonna, those won't come for a day or two, but I was kind of expecting the lever to have, it has. You can't see, but it's gotten bigger. It's and the snapback action. The snapback. Oh.
Pull the lever, drunk.
I think the lever is connected. What's it gonna be? Come on, just do a cam effect. Okay, good. Hologram effect for a minute. Okay, we finally got a reasonable one. And here we are now in the War of the Stars with the hologram effect. Yeah, so we're gonna continue designing the case for this component here. You need a lever camera for proof. Usually I hold it up. Unfortunately, this time I didn't. I don't even have an excuse why, because I can hold up the lever right here. But yeah, Can't wait for you to have that new lever. I know. I'm so pumped for that. We got to figure out. Do we do like an 8-ball on the top here, or do we do some sort of like golden ball? I don't know. I'm also super pumped to start the Matrix project. I want to write some fun software for the RGB LED Matrix project. I want to make it so it's a drop-in. So anyone can get one of these panels, get the parts, wire it together, and boom, just be off to the races and have it just work. I think that is going to be a fun project to do as well. This lever thing's going to get out of hand when you install massive. Dimitri, I need to find. I am not kidding. I want to find an old like mining brake lever from the old mining carts that you saw in like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, like, and it just sits here. Actually, I think it's got to sit on this side because we don't want to interrupt. Maybe I do want to interrupt the clones. I don't know. Yes, in Donkey Kong, exactly. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty flippin' cool. You have 2 of those panels running from a Pico. Yes, I actually originally Rambling Geek. Although, how big are your panels? Because this one's 128 by 64. So this one's a bit higher resolution. When I put 2 32 by 64s together, I could run it from an ESP32. And the issue there is animated GIFs. Yeah, it's the emote thing. When I was doing just text, it was fine. When I was doing still emotes across, it was fine. But as soon as I started doing the animated ones, it just slowed it down way too much. So it's a Raspberry Pi Zero W2 that I've got powering it, which is more than enough. I'll text you, Rambling Geek. I'll text you. I know that's not what you were saying. Stupid idea, 3D print and glue together. Wait, 3D print what and glue together? We're gonna make a case for it, sure, but that's the next project. We need to get this project finished. A massive lever. Oh, I get what you're saying. Maybe. But then again, maybe not. I don't know. I'm skeptical. There would be just something so textural of like an old wooden lever from a minecart. I don't even know if you can find those, but that would be pretty sweet. And then I could sit in the minecart instead of my chair here. Maybe that's what we got to do. Okay. Enough silliness. We need to get serious, chat. We need to get serious if we're going to get this thing done. And get to the working. Do you see the edge of the moon here? Serious time, yes. Sean coming in with 61 months. Holy man. It's like 6.1 metric years. I haven't even been streaming for 6 years, and yet you've already, well, I guess those are metric years, but whatever. Let's fire up. This is some good music. We're gonna fire up once again our Fusion 360. It would be cool if the knob on the lever had LEDs on. They would be cool. It would be awesome. We should be able to do that maybe in version 2.0 of this thing, because the cables I'm running to it do have enough to carry do have enough strands to carry like a 5-volt line, which would let us light things up. It would let us light the things up. Okay, let's open our look at that lever. Wait. I saved it yesterday. There we go. Here it is. I was like, where did it go? Sitting outside your son's school, parents' evening, so going to miss. No worries at all, Rambling Geek. No worries at all. Okay. So we have got this guy here. What do we need to do next? I think we should probably cut the hole in the back for our aviation fitting thing. We should also do our inset holes here. And then we're going to need to work on our, what's it called? I'm trying to remember the name of it. The top panel. The top panel. That's the words I was looking for. And we want to set us up our top panel here. And then I can print this thing, maybe even start printing it today, which would be pretty sweet. And then next week we should be able to wire all this stuff together. Oh, it's going to be so good. Okay, so let's start with the insets here. I believe I did the right size on this one. Let me just check. I haven't checked this yet. I printed it. Yeah. Oh boy. I did those a little close to the edge, didn't I? Uh-oh. I think these got to come a bit more out. I realized I might have done this a little too close to the edge with these guys. So I think we're gonna shoot for maybe more set into here. The problem with that are these lower ones. Ooh, maybe we do need to come. How long does something that big take to print? So the print time on this guy was about 5 hours. And then about an hour for this component here, and about an hour for the lever. So a total of about 7 hours for this whole deal. So it does take a little bit of time. Okay. I did Ramblin' Geek. I didn't have a chance to like view them, but I saw that they were posted. So I will definitely have more time to check them out later today. It was a little bit crazy yesterday. So, okay. So let's see, what are we going to do here? We're going to try to put some holes in this. The dimension I've always used for these insets, and it's been a long time since I've used one of them, so hopefully I'm not going to screw it up, is literally just like the outer dimension of the thinnest part, which is about 6.1 millimeters here. And then the heat, when you put it in, it kind of melts it in. So we're going to do a 6.1 millimeter hole. We're going to go here to change parameters, and we're going to make a new parameter, and we're going to call this, what is this? It's an M5 inset diameter. And that'll be 6.1 millimeters. Okay, and then we're going to come here, and let's see. We want to... I think I'm just going to edit on this. And then we're going to go like, I don't know. We got to figure out how far in and everything. So let's go ahead and just make our M5 inset circle. There we go. And then we need to set this some sort of inset from our edge. So let me see what I need to do with that. We'll grab this. I think what we're going to do is add some dimensions. And what do we think? Oh. You know what? We're gonna make another constraint here. I'm gonna call this like the inset. Let's create a new one. M5 inset offset. There we go. Just to make things interesting. And we'll start with 10 millimeters for now, because we can always update that later. Insets all the way down. I know. I'm so bad at naming things. I mean, that comes from my programming, being bad at naming things. Okay, so this is going to be M5 inset offset. And then we will do another M5 inset offset. And I might have to make these a little bigger, or we might have to adjust the inset offset. Where are we going here? We're setting a sketch dimension. There we go. And this will also be M5 inset offset. Okay. What are we thinking about this? That's about 3 millimeters from the edge here. I think that should work. And so we should then be able to reflect that over this line. So let's try that. We're going to mirror this. Okay, so we're going to mirror. Come on. We're going to mirror you. Create a mirror. Hey, DC, how you doing? Objects are going to be this object. Mirror line is going to be that one. Let's see, did we did. Okay, so we got our two insets going there, and then I'm going to do another one here on the bottom. And we gotta make sure we're able to do a similar inset, which I don't know if we're gonna be able to do. We might have to bump this guy out a little bit, but we'll try. We'll try. So we're gonna make a new circle here. This is gonna be inset diameter. Then we're gonna go ahead and do a couple sketch dimensions here. There we go. Okay. You could do a rectangle pattern. I could, but I think I might have to like customize it a little bit, Rambling Geek. Well, no, maybe not, because yeah, let's try the rectangle pattern. Let's try the rectangle pattern. So this is going to be a rectangular pattern. Our object will be this. Our directions. The problem with that though, Rambling Geek, is then I need to figure out our distances and stuff. A double mirror. Yeah, I tried to do the double mirror before. Let's go back to the mirror for now. I think we're going to run into a problem. This one's fine because it's going to inset into the column. The one on the bottom is going to be tough because it's going to burst on through. As a great door once said, it'll break on through to the other side. Y'all are probably too young. Although we do have some people of my age, and that's actually even before my time. Okay. So we got that. And then do we want to just mirror? No, the mirror doesn't offset normal anyways. Hey, Black Media, how you doing? Welcome in. Will, what's going on? Yeah, so the part of the problem with doing a double mirror is we're not symmetric over this line. So I'll just make a second one here. And then we're gonna have to adjust things. Nope, this is gonna be inset diameter. And then we're gonna do our inset offset. And then we're going to do our inset offset again. And then we're going to have to bump this whole thing out, I think. I tried several use Autodesk Fusion without success with such complex. I use Onshape. Yeah, it's definitely a learning. There's definitely a learning curve here. But I finally was like, you know what? I'm just going to learn it. I'm going to suffer through and I'm going to learn it. Let's see. We got to select our line now. Just going to be that one. Okay. Okay. And now I think I've got a parameter that I can bump this out. We just need to adjust the drawing of it. Because like I said, the problem we're going to run into here is I need to extrude this, and it extrudes kind of out at an angle here, and it's going to pop through the side there. So we need to bump this up a bit. You notice, well, this one doesn't matter because this one goes in like that. So, okay, so let's bump her up. We're gonna finish this sketch. Where is the sketch where is it this one? I don't know where my column sketch is. Yeah, it must be this one. Yep, it is. Okay. So this one here, what is, okay, so I did -2 times case wall thickness. Let's try just minus case wall thickness. There we go. And yes, so now if I cut this through down like this, that should be good. Gave myself a little bit more to play with. Okay. I think we're in good shape now. Let's go to our, oh, come on, our isometric view here. So now we can inset these holes. Let's see, how deep do these guys go? I want to do it a little bit more than how deep these guys go. These go about 6 millimeters deep. So let's go like 6.25 millimeters deep for these. So we're going to add another parameter here so that we can change this if we need to. This is going to be M5 inset depth. And we'll do 6.2 millimeters. Because we're 0.2 millimeter. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because it's at an angle, but okay. So we can select this one. This one. Come on. This one. Pilgrimage, if you happen to be here, and if I see you, I'll say this again. I missed your big cheer yesterday. It didn't show up in my feed until I was checking my feed before I went live today. So Pilgrimage, if you're here, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And terribly sorry that I didn't see it in real time when it happened. So, okay. So our distance is going to be minus M5 inset depth. And that should be good. Oh. And we're not popping through. We're looking good here, chat. We're looking good. Okay. So let's see here. What do we want to do next? I think the next step is to make the piece here that's going to be our top plate. And then we can, you know, do whatever we need to do to cut out the holes from it and stuff. Eventually that piece is going to be acrylic, but we can 3D print a version to start. Let's see, and I'm also measuring this. The hole on top is going to be about 4 point. We can do. What is this? It's about 4.8. Is this really 4.6? 4.8. Okay, so it's about 4.85. So 4.95. Okay. I'm talking to myself as I figure these out. Okay, let's work on the plate that's going to go in here. So we want to do a sketch. We want said sketch to be on this plane here. And then I think we want to just inset our square by some clearance distance in from each of these edges. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. Unless I can, oh, there we go. I can do an offset. Why don't I do an offset here? Because I think if I do an offset on this shape, if I eventually go back and like chamfer off these corners or something, then that'll properly offset my new shape. So we're going to offset. And it's going to be, you know, we're going to make a parameter. I'm going to call this top plate clearance. And right now it'll be 0.1 millimeters. Or maybe it should be 0.05 millimeters so that it's 1 millimeter of clearance. Yeah, that makes sense. We're going to click this. We're going to offset you by negative top plate clearance. Let's see. And so I should, yep, that should be my offset right there. Beautiful. And then I should be able to just extrude that by 4 millimeters, and that should give me my top plate. Then we can set a sketch on that top plate surface, and we can cut out all the things that we need to cut out of it. How does that sound? I think that sounds like a plan. So we're going to finish sketch. And I want to extrude. Let's see. Sketches. We're going to turn off. Okay, we've got all the sketches off there. I'm actually going to turn off the body here. Why? I don't like, why are we getting, I don't want that. Oh, come on. No, just give me my, why does this sketch? Oh, I guess the sketch contains the whole, oh, that's kind of annoying. Because the sketch is on this surface, isn't it? What's going to be the best way to do this? I guess I could just select all the things. Delete and start over. No. Yeah, this should work. Oh, let's see. We're going to select this one. We're going to select this one. And if I zoom way in, there's my clearance. So I don't have my clearance selected. Everyone's telling me to throw it away and start over. What's wrong with you all? What? Oh, I'm in the sketch? Oh, there we go. Now can I extrude? There we go. 6 selected. Okay. You think this is funny, Kenneth? You think this... Well, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Let's see here. We're going to set this to be a distance of wall thickness. Is chat helping? Chat never actually helps, Dimitri. You know this. You know this. Okay. So we have our new, oh goodness. Oh goodness. Rugmat, thank you for being a pro. I appreciate when you're like this. Can I have some water here? Have some water. Oh! Puppy cam is not on. Puppy is not in puppy cam right now. Puppy is sleeping next to me, so but I will turn puppy cam on so that you all can see where it's a gorgeous day out today. So why not turn puppy cam on to see the beautiful day outside? Come on, you can do it, puppy cam. And now I'm a Kerbal. Now I'm a Kerbal. Nice effect. Oh, we've got them all. We've got them all, Black Media. We've got them all. If you come over to Twitch, you can actually trigger them from here. What's a Kerbal? You've never heard of Kerbal Space Program? Seriously? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You might not be able to turn on puppy cam. Oh, we're getting them all coming in. Why is... Hold on. Let me check. Maybe I forgot to turn something on. Ugh. Doing all of them? Let's see. I'm just gonna restart this. It's like puppy cam got screwed up. And I don't know why. Cad, what are you doing? Black Media over on Twitch. Cad is making all the things happen. He phased through the door again. When are we ever gonna fix this? You phasing through the door.
You know,
what?
These variable names are a little bit vague.
No, they're
Kinda
not.
like calling a saw a tool instead of a chainsaw.
I have gone Java mode
They could use
here.
a bit more specificity to make the code easier to understand. Consider renaming them to reflect their purpose more clearly.
You're out of your mind.
These are overly descriptive, these variable names. Overly descriptive. Oh, doesn't seem to be connecting to the camera. Oh. Are we gonna connect now? Please. Please. Camera blocked? Just a second, chat. Just a second. The camera froze. That's always fun. Wait, Rufio? Rufio! How you doing, Rufio? Good to see you. Yeah, the hacker gets blocked. The hacker gets blocked. Okay, now the camera is gonna work, I think. It's okay. How's everything going? Things are going pretty good. Things are going pretty good. Yeah, the hacker must have blocked it indeed. Okay, it still seems to be not... Oh. Are we gonna get it? I think it might work. Yes, there we go. There you go. There's usually puppy bed up there. But puppy's right down there. He's just snoozing. He's snoozing good. And I don't want to disturb him and move his bed over there because he's had a rough go of things lately. We're letting him
Kill. I wonder, can I... We have to remember how we, like, do this thing. I want to bring in this component. I want to align a top surface of it with the bottom surface of this. And then we need to build up a little support for it. And then I need to add in the holes for our keys and all that kind of stuff. So this is going to be an adventure. Because I seriously don't remember how to do what I want to do. In fact, I don't know how to do some of what I want to do. So let's learn. Let's learn. We're gonna start. Oh no! When I did this, hold on. This was supposed to make a new body. Not join. New body. There we go. So we can turn this off and on. Good. I don't know how to do some of what I want to do. The story of your life. Hey, this is the way, Rufio. This is what we do. We do what we want to do that we don't know how to do, and then everyone can laugh at us on social media while we figure it out, and it's great. It's great. Okay, so I need to figure out how we can take this guy and bring it in. No, I didn't want to open you. Oh, goodness. Data panel. Here we go. Can I just drag you in? Ah, there we go. Stream panel case is a part design and can't contain additional components. Convert it to an assembly design as an external component or create a new assembly design. Okay. Convert to assembly, or is this just okay? That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Oh. Now we got to figure out what we're doing with this thing. So now I got to position this. So the question now is, how do I move and rotate this such that this side is up and at the angle of this plane here? So this might not be easy, chat. I want to close this down. I think we got to move. We got to do a move command on this, right? So M for move. For now, I'm just going to pull this up. How about your amazing techie and millionaire life? Millionaire life. I wish. The puppy's doing okay. Puppy's doing okay. He injured himself pretty good. His leg. Because I was trying to bring him joy and let him run. And so now he's on like bed rest, and it's like, good luck. Good luck getting a German short hair pointer to relax. Speaking of running, you need to run to a meeting. Have a good meeting, Sean. So I don't know how we align this plane to this plane. And I'm trying to think, let's see, which way do we want this to go? I think for flexibility's sake, I actually want this to be flipped the other way. So we need to rotate. That's fine for now. And then I want this one to be 180 degrees. There we go. And now we just have to rotate this whole thing so that it's like level with this panel here, which that's the part that I don't know how to do. That's the part that I don't know how to do. Let's see. So this is what? This is a... What is this? A component. So I'm going to look up auto, let's see, Fusion 360, rotate object to match surface angle. Like, I don't even know. To rotate an object to match a surface angle, the most efficient method is to use the align command. Select the align tool from modify. Select the face of the object you want to rotate and the target surface. Oh, okay. Okay. That seems like it could be good. So we're going to modify. Where's align? Align. From to here. Did that do it? I think that might have done it. How's Ollie doing? He's doing a little bit better today. He was really hurting yesterday. I felt terrible. We had to like keep him from running at all, and he was miserable. He's such an active dog. He was absolutely miserable not being able to run around. But today he's limping a heck of a lot less. He's limping way less, which is fantastic. So yeah, I think overall Ollie is doing well. And hopefully within a few days here, his foot will be healed up and he'll be able to run and frolic again. But in terms of the kidney stuff, he's still acting like totally normal. I mean, I'm so freaking paranoid about it. Every time he like coughs or something. What did the vet say happened with his foot? I haven't taken him to the vet yet for his foot. He was just running around outside, and he does this every once in a while. And so we give it a few days because for the longest time, we always took him straight into the vet, and immediately all the vet wants to do is like x-rays, and they're like a couple $100. And then they're always like, well, nothing's broken. He just has a sprain. You just got to keep him calm for a while. And nothing after this one, nothing swelled up at all. He's just limping. And so I'm like, okay, we're going to give it a few days. We're going to make sure he's healing, and it seems to be getting better now. So as long as it keeps getting better, I'm good with that. Yeah, vets are expensive. Vets are freaking expensive. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, I guess I need to rotate here. Let's put this into wireframe mode. And I just want to make sure, are we aligned? We're aligned. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. So then the next step here. Wait. I left some of the... Did I leave? Oh, frick. Really? I don't know how I managed to leave like a bunch of this component down there. Oh, I guess if I click this, I select the whole thing, right? Okay. Let's try this again. We're going to try aligning again. Anything medical for humans or pets is, I know it gets to be a lot. And Ollie is insured. He's the first dog we ever like got insurance on, because Thank God we did, because he would have been a really expensive dog. But now he's only very expensive, not really expensive. Okay, align. We're gonna unselect this. We're going to select this face here. And then we're gonna move this to this face. Why are we leaving this? Why are we leaving this, chat? Oh, I see. So do I have to like select both of the? Said he went to school for civil engineering, right? Is that what you do for work now? All good if you're. No, I have never actually done civil engineering outside of academia, and I spent a long time in academia. But yes, never have done civil engineering outside the academia. I sort of tangentially related. I one of my side gig, well, not side gigs, it was my primary gig for a long time, and it's wrapping up, was a construction field logistics app that I built for a local company here. But hold on, we're going to component can't move. What? Grounded to parent. I don't want you ground. Oh my God. Why are we doing this? I don't want you to be grounded. How do we not ground you to the parent? Unground from parent. There we go. That's how we do not ground. So I work fully in software now. Yes. Okay, we're going to move you up. We're going to rotate you like this for now. We're going to rotate you like this 180. So now that was the direction we wanted to go, right? Yep. Unground from parent, ground there to their room. Indeed. You're in your undergrad for software engineering. Very cool. Very cool. I don't like being grounded at all. Okay. So now that we got this, now will this work? Now that we've ungrounded from our parent, can I do align? I want to select this face here, and I want to select this face here. Oh, but you're leaving this. Don't leave this. Currently on an internship. Very cool. Very cool. How about we try? Is there a grouping? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I could try to like rigid group. Some component or positions have changed. Do you want to capture the current position of moved components or revert? I feel like this is a trap. Yeah. No. Undo. Why can't I right click now? God. Really? I can't even like. I don't like this, chat. Oh, there we go. It's already doing the rigid group thing. So we'll do rigid group. Let's try this one more time. We can always step back a couple times. if we need to, but modify align. We're going to select this surface. We're going to select this surface. It's not. That doesn't seem like a very rigid group to me. That's all I'm saying. Doesn't seem like a very rigid group to me when it doesn't move together. Does anyone else feel that way? Does anyone else? Y'all see what I'm getting at here? This doesn't feel very rigid. I can see this infuriating. I know. I've selected the whole thing. I just want it to move together. Is there any other kind of grouping? You need to organize them into a single component. How do I do that? How do I do that? You do not have permission to edit this design. This is my computer. This is my computer. You don't tell me I don't have permission to edit what I want to. Component structure. Drag multiple bodies into a single component folder. Drag multiple bodies into a single component folder. What do you mean? Where's a single component folder? I wonder if I didn't import this thing correctly. The only way you were able to get real work done was to have your friend tell you everything you needed to do on a Discord screen share. That I can see that. I can see that. Okay, we're gonna step back here a little bit. We're gonna delete this.
Pull the lever.
Oh my god. Tad. Fine. We will pull the lever. What do we got? How bad can this be? Scene change. Oh god, no. Talking scene for 5 seconds. Hello, welcome to the talking scene. I'm your host, Finite Singularity. Let's get back to work. Let's see. How do we import component fusion? That was great. Let's see. This method creates a linked component. Okay. Open the destination design file. Open the data panel. Navigate to the source file. Right click. Insert into current design. Oh, that's what I did. Let's try assembly. Insert component. Stream Deck 6 module. Insert. That's exactly what we had before. That's exactly what we had before. This is, I'm not gonna lie, chat. This is a little bit on the frustrating side. I just want this thing to move together. And it looks like relationships. I don't need. Oh, this is because we're in assembly. Oh my God, I just realized there's like all these options under all of, oh, good Lord. Modify, arrange, align. Something tells me that this is going to be super annoying. And I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Yes, the highlighted parts. You know what, though? Do I really need this? I don't think I really need this. I think we can take these keycaps and we can just kind of turn them off. Because really I just need this cutout shape here. And that should be fine. Right? Right? Because what I need to do is I need this surface here to sit flush with this. My cutouts for my buttons are going to be this diameter anyways. So I don't think I need that at all. I think we might be okay. So you know what? We're just gonna say screw it. I'm gonna say screw it. Cancel. Wait. What the? What did I? Are you aligned? Yes, you're aligned. And it's like aligned to the top here. So now we just need to take this guy here. Undo is your friend, indeed. Components can't move? Unground. I don't want you grounded to the parent. Where was that? Unground from parent. There we go. Move. We're gonna move you down like so. That's fine for now. Keycap should only be there for looking at clearance, right? I wouldn't think. Yeah, so yeah, exactly. We're not going to print it, but we already know the clearance because this is the sheet metal that's on the top here, which already has clearance for the keys. So I want to just match this outer diameter as the holes that I'm going to cut. I think that makes sense, doesn't it? The two surfaces I need to work with are this top surface and then the bottom surface because we got to build a little support for this. It's grounded for a while. I thought that plate was also getting... No, we're only printing the plate that goes on top here. This doesn't actually get printed. This is just to align the things. So let's see here. If we now... I've looked at this like a bunch of times. We need to figure out now. I think this thing has to be bigger. I missed the last stream. Is that a clean base? Are you going to print it or are you sending the files to a third party? We're printing. We're printing, Buckaroo. Buckaroo Brogan over on YouTube. I feel like I have to specify that. Because, you know, that's one of those dad things that's said. Be good, Buckaroo. But yes, we've already printed the lever version. We already have this guy here, which I printed. And it has nice spring back action. It's got the switch down here that gets triggered by the lever. Hey Walton, you just missed out on some rage. You just missed out on some rage, and I finally then gave up. You could probably tell me how to fix it, but at this point I don't even care. Rootin' tootin' indeed. Did you end up deciding how you're gonna do the cable? Yes. So I did order a bunch of aviation connectors, and I have an old, nicely woven covered USB 2.0 cable that I'm just gonna sacrifice and use the 4 conductors in there to basically work for this switch. It should be pretty straightforward. I think I've got to make this wider, because if we look at this is pretty good spacing if we're gonna have the key here and everything, right? This, which is the same size as our current thing here, is too thin. So I think I gotta widen this so that it could take roughly this size plate. Some classic software engineering adjacent rage. Yes. And we should be able to do that very, very easily. So let's just take a look here. I don't know how wide this is in the millimeters. I think it's like 100 and... Let's see. Okay, so this is 150 to about here. And then we're looking at another 20. So I must have gone like 170 or so for that. You're glad I went with the aviator recommendation. Yeah, we can always change it later too. So what we can do here, hopefully, if this is all set up correctly, our case width is currently 168. Let's take that to 178. And that should have just made that bigger, but it should be centered. So right now, it's not centered. Is it centered? It is centered. So right now we can, show you. Thank you. There we go. Right now we're centered in here. I have this offset to the side on this one, obviously. So we need to offset it a bit. I think what we want to do is... How far off the side? Let's check this out. I'm just gonna try to get this about the same. So I went about 50 millimeters from the side, 49 millimeters from the edge to like this edge here. And that's looking at it this way. So if I were to go 49 millimeters from here to here, can I do that? Why can't I set a dimension here? Is that only in a sketch? Crap. Are you still enjoying Arc Raiders? The new map is Hell in Pixels. I have not played Arc Raiders in a long time. I would like to enjoy Arc Raiders. I haven't had time. How do we specify? How do we specify like an offset on this? Align, arrange, simplify. There's an offset face, but that's not what I want. Oh, this is such a pain. I would like this to move with this edge. Like as this edge moves, I want this to move. So I want to have some sort of constraint that fixes this thing's horizontal to this thing's horizontal. How do I do that? How do I do that? Relationships. Constrain components. Select a face, edge. Okay. We got one edge there. One edge here. And then, oh, now can I do 49 millimeters? There we go. But let's make sure this hasn't like messed with our... Why do I have a feeling this doesn't seem like it's aligned anymore? Visual side wireframe. Let me look from the right side. Yeah, this isn't aligned properly anymore. Was it aligned here or did I screw up? Oh my God. What? Nothing's working, chat. Maybe I just forgot to check to make sure this actually did what I thought it did. This is the kind of stuff that just defeats me. I have a... did it move to where this guy is? Oh my God, it did. Constrain components. Let's just see. Can I do, let's see, component one, this. Okay, so that moved. Have you tried consulting the manual? What manual? Positions selected with a relative angle between them. Center. Centers one component between two faces of another component. Align selected geometries so they're flush or concentric with each other. Not an expert, but if I were doing this, I would make the plate in the same drawing and do a joint between the Stream Deck module and the plate. Okay. But I need to get this aligned with this, right? I've got the plate. I've just turned the plate off. The plate's right there, so I can make the sketch for the plate. I just want this Walton to be inset a certain distance from this side and down here, but matching this angle so that I can then cut these out of the plate and also provide a support from underneath for the back of this thing. Does that make sense? I hope that makes some sense. A joint between the Stream Deck module and the plate. Okay. So instead of trying to align it on this, we'll align it on the plate. That's fine. Let's turn the plate back on. And then I would have to select the... Okay, it's all good, Walton. We'll keep messing around with this until we figure something out. I just think that there's got to be a way that you can set a constraint on this object and this object so that they're offset by a certain distance just in one direction. Am I stupid to think that? So we can do a move. No, not a move. We can do an align. And I want to align this face here with this face here. So that looks, that's what I want horizontally, and now I'm in the right plane. Now I want this to be inset from this edge by a certain distance. That's the part where I'm like, I don't know how to set a constraint between this edge and say this edge here and have it all move together. And I thought, I'm gonna save. I thought that that's what this should do. Hey Andy, how you doing? So if I set this and this, see, then that moves it vertically too. Oh, maybe I can add another constraint now. Hold on. Can I add another constraint? Yeah, maybe this is how I got to do it. That constrains this. To this face. Did that do it? That looks like it did it. And then I can constrain this face to this face and then set my offsets. Haha, I think I got it. So add one more constraint. So this constraint here is left edge. This constraint here is face. I'll just call it that. Oh, wait, I want to edit these. We're going to add one more. Much more satisfying to figure it out with any documentation. I know, right? And this will be top edge. Okay. And that is going to be this face to this face. Okay. And now I should be able to set an offset here of like 30 millimeters. Ha ha ha! We figured it out, chat. Oh, I got cocky. Because now it just, where did it, what? Oh, I did 300. I'm like, WTF? Okay. We now have our constraints on this. I knew there must be a way. Okay. Oh. Deep breath there. We're going to create... Oh, nope, we're not. We're going to modify some parameters here. We're going to make a new parameter here. This is going to be SD module left inset, which I'm going to set to 30 millimeters for now. And then we're going to have an SD module top inset, which I'll also set to 30 millimeters. And then what I can do is set this to... Wait. Oh, no. What moved? Did we move the wrong thing? Am I upside down? Whoa, I'm upside down. Okay. Didn't it look like it was moving? There we go. Okay, I think we're good for right now. Because I think there's constraints on this guy that it's got to line up with the other stuff. So it's got to like satisfy. I can only imagine the programming in software like this. It's got to be wild because of all the constraints that need to be filled. It's just crazy. It's crazy. So this is going to be SD module left inset, even though it's coming for the right. Well, I guess it's insetting it left a distance. SD inset top. Yeah, I should probably rename that right, but because this isn't left edge. I guess it's left edge on this. No, it's not a left edge at all. My God, what's wrong with me? I was upside down, I think, when I was doing this. That's fine. We can call it whatever we want. Right edge. It's inset left from the right edge. Okay. And then I think I can project this onto that top surface, which gives me where I'm able to cut out of. And we're just going to try cutting these out quick, and we're going to see if changing its inset changes where it is. So I think the key is to project onto here. No. How do I project? Project. We want to project this geometry. Wait a second. Am I in the right geometry right now? I don't think I'm in. Oh, I get it. We project afterwards. We project afterwards. I want to make sure my sketch is the right sketch though. Finish sketch. We're going to delete the sketch. I'm going to go to here. We're going to do a new sketch. We'll turn the body off. We'll hit project. And we're going to project this guy. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So then we got these guys. I think. I think that leaves these now. That I should be able to cut out. Finish sketch. Let's turn this back on. There we go. So I should be able to select all of these And I should be able to extrude you. And we're going to go minus wall thickness. Now the question is, this is the big question, chat. If I were to go into my parameters and I were to change this 30 to say 60. Yes, it works. Okay, good. I kind of think I know what I'm doing. But let's see. What inset do we need to keep it about the same distance here? That's what I want to check first. That is going to be caliper time. It's caliper time. And y'all aren't going to see me do the calipers because this one's a big... This one's big caliper action. 41 millimeters. So we could even go to like 40 to keep it even. We can go to 42. So our inset is going to be 42 or something. What am I looking for here? My parameters. Every time I hear caliper, I think of the line from Austin Powers. Wait, which one was that? Oh, I probably shouldn't ask. It's Austin Powers. Okay, so this will be 42 millimeters. Perfect. Next up, we need to cut our holes. We need to cut the holes. So I'm going to edit this drawing. Okay. So now we got to figure out where do we do the holes? And how big do the holes need to be? You know what I'm going to do? I am going to go ahead and undo these. Caliber, not caliper. Maybe you need more coffee. Got it. It's all good. Okay. Come on. Oops. Okay. Now we're going to measure. First, I'm going to measure. Well, I need the switch thing diameter thing. I'm using all the technical terms on y'all. You know what? Let's see which one we used here because it worked well. It was easy to put in. So zero it all out. I think it might be like 12. Yeah, 11.9. So probably 12 millimeters. 12 millimeters would be my guess. Which should be fine. So a 12 millimeter hole for the switch. So let's go to our modified change parameters. We're going to call this switch hole diameter, 12 millimeters. And then we got to figure out what we're going to inset it and everything from here. Nice. How far are we inset from here? And then we'd make that. So I got 18 millimeters plus 6. So 24 millimeters to the center. So from the edge of this hole to the center of this hole, it'll be 24 millimeters. Is it easier to draw holes or just drill them after the fact? You can't really drill them. I'm just gonna, it's much easier to just 3D print them in place. So, and this part's easy. This part's easy. So we're gonna align this one kind of here for now. And this will be switch hole diameter. There we go. And then all we need to do to inset, I'm going to do a horizontal, let's see here. We're going to call this offset. We're going to make a switch offset 24 millimeters. And this will be a switch horizontal offset. So what I should be able to do now is create a sketch dimension that goes from here to here, and that will be our offset. There we go. How you doing, DeGrowly Bear? And how far up from the bottom? I mean, I think I literally like aligned that up. It's pretty well aligned from there. Yeah, we'll see. I think what I'm able to do as well is I'm able to kind of push this up a little bit. Let's see, the top one then is kind of aligned in about that same place. So let me pop this one off. We'll measure the distance. Are you moving where the switch goes from the first design? No. This should be just about the same as the first design, except this design is going to have a little bit more of a forehead so that we can put the, what's it called? What's the word? I'm not coming up with the words, like the name, the label. The Fingato Stream Deck label at the top. Okay, because see, I'm actually measuring it off of this one. Okay, so we're 38. We're going 38. 38 millimeters. So that is going to be switch vert inter offset, because those are words. Do you have printers for this? I have printers. Yes, Kevin. I've got both a 3D printer and a desktop CNC machine. So the first pass of this, we're going to 3D print a lid, but then I'm going to order acrylic and cut out this lid in like black acrylic, which I think will look really nice. Okay, so we're going to do another one here. Give me switch diameter. We're also going to set, what do I want to do here? I want to set a sketch dimension here from here to here. And that too will be offset. So switch horizontal offset. And then we're going to do this distance here, which will be switch vertical inter offset. Hold on, that seems, oh, you know what? I measured the wrong thing. I measured inside to inside on the hole when I really need to measure inside to the top surface. So that'll just be adding, okay, so it's 50 because it'll just be adding 12 to it. So we got to change that parameter. Switch vertical inner offset, that's actually going to be 50 millimeters. There we go. And then I could plop 2 over here with the same thing. And then we have our, then we've got our key. And this will come up to about here. So we can, yeah. We're going to probably scoot all this down slightly. So I think I'm going to do these relative to like some dimension on this. So maybe we have like the horizontal offset here. So that I could just scoot this guy down. That should work, right? Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. So how do we do that? We're going to set a vertical constraint here to the bottom. That's what we're going to do. I'm probably doing this stuff all in a really, really weird way, but there we go. And we'll set this to like 2 millimeters. There we go. Hey, from Sweden. So Drontus, I probably pronounced that wrong. Welcome to the stream. I hope you are having an absolutely fantastic day. Okay, so now we need to do 2 more of these guys with the same constraints. I could just, can I reflect them over? I'd have to get a midpoint between these 2 and then reflect them. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it the hard way because I'm not skilled enough. Okay, so this is gonna be diameter, switch diameter. That's fine. Then we're going to create a sketch dimension here, which will be between this and this. And that distance will be our offset, horizontal offset. Boom. Then we're going to create, let's see, we need the vertical offset between this face and the center. But construction lines are your friend. I got to learn construction lines. Construction lines. It's okay, do it your way. Okay, I'm gonna do it my way for now. We're gonna Burger King this, isn't that? Wasn't Burger King your way, whatever? 2 millimeters. Okay, so now there we go. And then we're gonna do another constraint here to here. And that's going to be our vertical inner offset. And then lastly, if we do a constraint between here and here, that'll be our horizontal offset. Boom. Okay. Does that all look good? I think that all looks pretty good. This was a good distance from the bottom, so why don't I referenced everything off the top, which is too bad. But we're about 25 millimeters off the bottom. So if I were to do a construction line or a measurement here, from here to here, that's 27. So I got to go 2 millimeters down. So I can open up our constraints here. Oh, no, I don't want to open up the constraints. Hold on here. Okay, that's fine. Oh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I want to look at my parameters. That's what I want to do. And so we have our top inset here, and that's going to be 32 millimeters. Here we go. I don't know if we're going to have enough room for what I want to do. Does Stream Deck have an API you can interface with, or do you have to do some HackerMan stuff to be able to use it in stream? So yes and yes. We are doing some HackerMan stuff. I'll show you what we've got here. But let's do the quick tour first. So we started with a Stream Deck module. So one of the coolest things I think that Elgato has done, come on, focus, is making these Stream Deck modules, right? That you can purchase a Stream Deck module and you can do whatever you want with it. And it works with the Stream Deck software. So the idea here is we want to be adding switches and levers and all sorts of other fun shenanigans to our like custom built Stream Deck. And so what we figured out a few streams back is normally, if you look at the back of a 6-button Stream Deck module, it looks something like this. And you've got this little ribbon cable here. Come on. Let me just put it back in place. This little ribbon cable here that it's 8 lines. The two outside lines are ground. And then when you push a button, all it does is bring one of the 6 middle ones to ground to signal that the button was pressed. So I ended up finding a breakout board for this type of ribbon cable. And we made the little breakout connector and plugged this in. And sure enough, if you short any of these pins to the ground pin, it acts as a button press. So we can override the buttons themselves, which is really a lot of fun and really neat. And so then the idea was, and now I've taken this apart a bit, that we would stick the Stream Deck module back here. These would just act as indicator lights because those buttons no longer work. Then we've got a couple of momentary switches with the fun little nuclear launch code covers. We've got a key here that'll turn it off and on. It'll basically cut power from the USB connection. So you need to have the key to do it. But you notice we've only got slots for 4 switches here. So our other 2 switches, one is going to be an emergency stop button, because when you're streaming, you never know when you got to just emergency stop. And the other is going to be a lever. So built the whole spring back lever action. This is a little switch that gets triggered, which will just wire up to that thing. It'll be a separate module that can go on the desk. Obviously, we'll have a cover over the top of this here. So it'll be kind of like a modular Stream Deck with a lever, an emergency stop button, and 4 of these fun momentary switches. And the whole idea came from a Stream Deck that Elgato sent me that has its very own lever. And we can do the random, what's it going to be? It's a scene change. Oh no. Bye, everyone. Okay. Well, we'll come out of BRB. I won't subject you to a full minute. So yeah, this is just a fun project we came up with. I think it's going to be an absolute blast to build it up, and it'll all work using the normal Stream Deck software and as a normal Stream Deck because it's all going through a regular Stream Deck module. But Drone, if you're interested, I can post a link here. They're pretty cool. Let me just let me pull up the modules, because the modules are awesome. You can either buy a 15 key, a 32 key, or a 6 key. I'm working with a 6 key here. It has its own, oh good lord. Whoa, this switched us back. I thought someone redeemed a clone. Maybe e-stop should boot annoying clones back to the. That could be good. That could be good as well. But yeah, they actually open sourced the full HID documentation, the SDK that you can interface with, so you can either use it with the Stream Deck software, or you can write your own. You can write your own interface for this, where you can apply icons and register button presses and stuff like that. They give you all the CAD files and stuff for it, and anyone can purchase them. You can buy one at a time, or you can get a deal and buy a bunch in bulk. So it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It's one of the most fun things I think Elgato has done in a while. I absolutely love the modules. Okay, let's now get our hole for our key. Hold on, I'm just undoing our key here. Oh my gosh. Okay, this key has got like the longest threaded piece. It's absolutely absurd. Come on. Come on. Dude. I had to unthread all of that. Let me just measure our key hole diameter. I'm not a keyhole. You're a keyhole. Come on. There we go. What did I do this diameter as? It looks like it's about 18.9. It's probably 19 millimeters. We can try 19 millimeters for this. Let's see. We're going to go to change parameters. We're going to add a keyhole diam, 19 millimeters. Boom. We will go ahead here and draw the keyhole. And then what we want to do is figure out the midpoint between this guy and this guy. And then did I center these? And it looks like I also centered them between the two. So now we get to figure out midpoints. Like, how can we align this halfway between here and here? Midpoint. Okay, now how do we do midpoint here? Construction line between wait. Okay. We're gonna do this the right way. Construction line between the two circles. Okay, how do we do a construction line? Insert, modify, no, create. Oh yeah, we do a normal line and convert. Got it. Okay. So if I make, you're saying between the circles, so this would be the vertical one. So there's a construction. Oh, and then we want to convert this to a construction line. Normal / construction. Is that what we do here? Okay. Yeah, that looks like a construction line. And we want this then. How do we set the construction line to be the midpoint between this and this? I would draw from center to center on your two. Okay. Okay. Yes, walk me through it. Draw from center to center on the two switch holes. Okay. And then convert this to a construction line. Okay. I got that. So then I want to find the midpoint between this edge and this edge, right? New line attached to midpoint horizontal. New line. So I have to attach to the midpoint of this and go horizontal out is what we're saying here. And I assume we'd go all the way to here. How do I go from the midpoint? Like that's my question. I'm not sure how do we make sure we're at the, oh, that's midpoint, isn't it? Okay. And then convert this to a normal construction. And then is there a way then to say put this on up? Is that what I needed to do? I think that's what I needed to do, right? Okay. Okay. Well, there we go. Now we got all of our holes that we can extract. The only issue I'm seeing right now well, let's finish the sketch. And we're going to look at the sketch. I'm going to extract. I'm going to grab these. Oh. We're going to make our holes. We're going to extrude, and this will be minus wall thickness. Okay. My one concern I've got right now is I think this is too close to this. Well, maybe not. It actually only comes down to about here. This might be okay. I know Rambling Geek, you said that you were able to download these switches and pop them in here and see if there's like anywhere where they bind up. If you imported the module, yeah, so we need to find the module for these things. I know you sent me a link that had them. I have a problem. What's my problem? Uh-oh. I know I have problems, but oh boy. Oh, as you haven't done these as components, you can't join them. Got it. You know, so alignment will be hard. I think I'm gonna take a guesstimate here. We're gonna take a look at how far down and over this goes. I just want to see if we're in the ballpark. Hopefully it's just not close. So we come down about 9 centimeters and then we cut in oh, it barely cuts in from here. So it's only like 9 millimeters and then we cut in like 1. How over does it go? That's what we're trying to figure out. So from the bottom here, what does 9 millimeters look like? Well, let me just see what. I don't know what 9 millimeters is. You may still be able to do it with the align tool. Okay, hold on. I just want to know what this distance is here. Because this only comes in 1 millimeter. I'm guessing we would just not hit it here. It's going to be tight though. So it goes 9 millimeters down here. Is there any way to just like draw a? Oh, you know what? Here's how we can do it. Here we're going. Draw a line. Yeah. Well, I'm not in my. Here we go. We're gonna draw a line that goes just a box that goes 9 millimeters down, and it would have to go 7 over. 7 or 8. Oh, it's close. Oh my goodness. It's like a millimeter off. It's like a millimeter off. Oh, you know what? This is also centered. So hold on. Instead of doing that, we can center one on here. I can make it exactly the size of this and we'll know for sure. So this is 28.6 by 14.9. 28.6 by 14.9. So 28.6 by 14.9. Look at that. It clears. And if I really want it to clear, I can just, why don't I just bump it 2 millimeters over this way? And then I know I have more than enough clearance. I say that's what we do. I say we bump it over a little bit. So all I've got to do that is go to modify, change parameters, and then this is going to be switch horizontal offset. I'll do 27 millimeters. You know what? We'll do 28 millimeters. Because who's counting? Whoa, no. That was the wrong thing. Change parameters. What was it? It was the Stream Deck left insert. Okay, so we'll add 4 millimeters to this. So 46. There we go. That moved the whole thing over slightly. And I could, looking at my spacing here, I could bring these in like a couple millimeters each as well, which might just make it a little bit nicer. So yeah, let's do that too. Change parameters. We'll set our inset here to 22. Ollie's doing well. His foot doesn't feel too good, but it's better than it was yesterday. It's better than it was yesterday. Okay, so we're gonna delete this. There we go. I'm gonna finish the sketch. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. I think we're good. Oh, you know what? Maybe I don't want to bring this. Oh yeah, because it barely comes in here. So the other thing we got to do is build out a little support for this guy. What is that going to look like? So we need... I think what I want is just like 4 little corner supports on this. Oh, but I can't for, oh, this is going to be in the way. Let's turn off this. So the idea is, come on, let me orbit. There we go. Oh, are you serious? Is this? No, that's literally just the buttons, which we don't care about. Okay. So I'd want like a support kind of around the corners, but then I would want to skip this area because we need to allow for the cable to come out. This is going to be a little bit tricky, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna figure this out as we go along. We're gonna look at the top. A frame around it with a couple holes to screw in. There's actually nowhere to screw into this Stream Deck, which is, that part's frustrating. They're not good with mounting. So my thought is just extrude from the back. My thought was extrude from the ground up so that it's like a thing that comes up and holds it, and it would be sandwiched between that and the top plate. But then we can cut out so it's just a little rim around here that supports it. That's my thought anyway. We can try it. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna come back here. We're going to... You have thoughts. You're opening Fusion. Okay. I'm just gonna give this a try to see if this is a reasonable thing to attempt. I'm going to click... Wait a second. No, go away, sketch. I don't want you. There we go. So I'm going to make a new sketch on this surface. Perfect. We can turn... Well, we're gonna try something like this. So I want to do a distance. I think I can do this from here to here of wall thickness. Let me think here for a second. Will this work? It's going to have issues because of the angle, isn't it? It has gaps, so we could use clips. I have thoughts. Instead of a wedge, keep it a rectangle, and the dovetail slots you could slide angled supports into so you could change the height and or the angle easier. Possibly. I'm making it difficult on myself. The problem that I've got is I can't have it mounted to the plate because the plate is going to be an acrylic sheet. So it needs to be something that comes up from the bottom to support it. Does that make sense, or am I not thinking about this right? Oh. Oh, I see the, yep. So it's not a standalone. No. Because the thought was like we would support it up from the bottom to hold it flush with this, and then we put the plate over the top of it with the holes cut in it, and it kind of sandwiches the whole thing closed. Is the plate going to be black? Yes, I believe so. I believe so. Actually, hold on. Let's just I'm just gonna try something. I'm gonna see if this seems like it could work, because it might because of the extrude to all or whatever option. But let me just see. This might be stupid, but we're gonna give it a go. I'm just gonna put a 4mm thick. You know what? We're gonna do a 2mm thick. I have no idea. This might be a dumb idea, but let's see. We're gonna go. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, did you seriously? Okay, let me just select you. Why can I not select you? It won't let me select the darn thing. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. I just want to see what's going to happen with this. So if I finish this sketch and now I go to here. Oh, let me turn this off for now. Okay. So I go here, I grab this. We're going to turn body 2 on. We're going to turn this thing on. And then I'm going to click extrude. And I'm going to do to all. And we're going to make a new body out of it that will eventually join. We'll click OK. Now if I turn this off and I turn this off, what did it extrude? It didn't extrude anything. Oh, what the what? Oh, did this go from underneath or something? went from underneath. Dang it. Why did it go from... Okay. Let's try this again. Extrude. New body. To all. And I want to turn this guy on. And I want to turn this guy on. Why doesn't it want to extrude to all anymore? Aw, really? I mean, that works. To object. What if I select... This is my object? Yeah, it doesn't seem to wanna... It's not the back. No, it's the top, but it doesn't want to recognize this thing as the object to extrude to. I bet if I select this as my object, do it from the bottom inside to the back of the face plate. From the bottom inside. But, okay, so this is my big question with that, Rambling Geek. How can I then extrude vertically? Because the bottom inside goes at an angle. Oh, crap. It's already 12:15. I'll watch your video. I'll watch the video. I'll watch the video, but I gotta call the stream now, unfortunately. It may help you see what I mean and then come up with... Yes, absolutely. I'll give the video a watch later this afternoon. But unfortunately, I do need to end the stream. I have a meeting coming up here in about 45 minutes, and I gotta get lunch, and I gotta prepare for the meeting. So, hate to do it, but... No, it didn't. Not at all, Rambling Geek. It's all good. It's all good. So don't worry about that at all. Let's go ahead here. And let's see. Who do we have streaming right now that we could raid? Let us raid... Thursday after. Let's raid Lena Lux. No worries, Walton. It's all good. Let's see. So Lena's working on her game, I believe. So there we go. Our raid call, as always, is going to be Finite Raid, and if you are a sub, we will send a lot of Ollie love over to Lena. There we go. Let me just copy this so I can paste it. There we go. Oh, come on. Just Twitch chat, do your thing. There we go. There are your 2 raid calls. For those of you over on YouTube, thank y'all so much. I absolutely appreciate you all, as well as all of you over on Streamplace. Was an absolute blast. I'm going to be working on this here this weekend. Hopefully we'll have like the enclosure and stuff printed by Tuesday next week, and we can put the thing together, and then I can shoot a video of it, which would be a lot of fun. So with that, I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your Thursday and a wonderful weekend. Would love to see y'all next week on Tuesday. And yeah, always remember, be raid buddies. We'll see y'all next time, everyone.